With both of those together, it sounds like this. Today I'm going to be writing a song inspired by the band Julie and their song Flutter. Now I'm going to be using real drums today and actual guitar pedals instead of just using the effects that Ableton has. Now I will be using some Ableton effects, but that's just going to be like EQ, saturation, and compression, stuff like that. I guess the usual processing. Now what I do in most songs that I'm inspired by is I try to find the elements that stand out to me. Usually it's going to be the drum style and also the tempo, as well as the chord progression, because it's hard to kind of recreate the tones that these bands have since we don't all have the same equipment. I'm gonna show you guys the riff that I came up with inspired by the song Flutter by Julie, and then we're gonna record the drums and I'll record the other instruments. This is gonna be a fun one. Now, if you haven't heard Flutter by Julie, I suggest you pause the video right now and go check it out, just so you have an idea of what I'm doing. Now, this riff idea really stands out because of the song Flutter by Julie. It's very energetic, it's very riff driven, which is something very different from what I've been doing on these videos, so it should be fun. I'm gonna play a little bit of the riff idea that I had, and then we'll go ahead and track the drums, and then I'll start recording the actual instruments. Alright, so for our fuzz guitar, or rhythm guitar actually, I'm going to be using the IC78 by Run and Cuff. It can get really heavy when the sustain is like boosted all the way, which I'm going to be doing that. And sometimes I like to fuzz stack. I'll use two fuzz pedals at the same time. Now, as far as spacey modular effects, I'm going to be using the Swan Hunter by Champion Lacey. Now, this thing is a lo-fi echo and delay pedal. It also has tape warp with a little memory right here. You can get some really cool sounds with that. So not just in this song, but in any song, each component and note in the chords are very important and they play an important role. For example, voicings. If I play just a regular power chord, it sounds fine, right? If I add, let's say, like a sus2, that just changes the whole mood of the song. Now I laid down the fuzz guitar and it sounds a little chaotic, which I like. I want there to be like this sort of aggressiveness and like this powerful element to the song. But I also want to bring some melodies in and some clarity. So I'm going to record a separate guitar track with just the Astro Tone by Analog Man and not that much fuzz, probably around 12 o'clock. And that's going to give me a little bit of grit, but still also you'll be able to hear the melodies. That sort of reminds me of like Sonic Youth chords. I'm going to call those Sonic Youth chords. With both of those together, it sounds like this. Makes it sound a little bit more melodic, and once it's mixed in, it's going to sound really nice. It just balances out the song because it's going to be really aggressive and crunchy and just like heavy. And then with the cleaner guitar, it's still going to be some grit, but with the cleaner guitar and these voicings, it's just going to balance it out nicely, I think. So let's get into Ableton, and I'm going to show you guys my post-production process. All right, guys, let's take a listen to the track before I make any adjustments here. This is all raw and unprocessed. Let's process the drums. And we'll do the usual with the drums. I do compression, EQ, and then I'll do some saturation. That bass sounds insane. I love how it sounds. So I'm playing out of my Fender Hot Rod Deluxe, and that is the sound we are getting. We'll cut some of those low end frequencies. maybe not. I like the way that sounds. Actually, let's copy the saturator and the glue compressor, excuse me, the sidechain. Yeah, that way you can really like hear that kick and you can hear that ducking. Sounds really cool. So we're gonna copy paste those adjustments, put it on our fuzz. Then we can go ahead and pan hard left, hard right. That sounds insane. And we will copy paste these. I'm not going to put the side chain on our lead. We don't need to do that. So let's go to our compression. I built it all around you. I built it all around you. Now I'm making these adjustments on the grouped vocals just so it's a lot easier. And they're just overdubs. So I overdubbed the first vocal track and then I basically just recorded octave higher, like a falsetto style, just so it sounds like there's a, you know, a female voice. Alright, now let's go to the master track. This is going to kind of glue everything together. Let's listen to the track from beginning to end. If you found this video helpful, educational, and even entertaining, and you want to support what I love to do, then hit the thumbs up and leave a comment to let me know which band you think I should do next. Until the next one, I will see you in the next one.